ni chafu washo tumefika jojwani kubaya. Mini moto na vile na wasan jwani kufaya. Tuliona ukizozana ndechu kwa ajuka jwani kuhaya.
What's up, fam? Welcome to the Uncensored Alberto Podcast, a weekly podcast about Kenyan hip-hop culture and mental health, brought to you by your host, Alberto. Expect an episode each and every Friday, and kama kawaida,
the symptoms of a real nigga. The symptoms of a real nigga.
Catch the wave.
Yeah, mwingia base naitinga, geri jali makali mapinga. Ngesa litrek nitinga, shida lipata kunduli mitinga. Nilipata nka yeah.
Hey, Motif, what up? Got the OG up in the place. Hey, yo, Petro, what's happening?
Yeah. Tukuchonjo mwanangu niko na the OG to beside me. Nyama choma ndo febo wa tukichapa hizi maraundi. Mimba soda baridi tuna roll tukiwa wawili. Sivioja sisi halisi niko finer than diamond. Mimi nimejaa na utamu ka sweetie. Hii ni ya wale mafisi kuringa lazima inabidi. Samantha mwenyewe hafiki.
Yo Petro chill out. Na nikilu kibonga story ya Samantha. Kwani vipi? Kana swali then kalis ya gonna answer. Tell the fans to get them hands up. Ain't nobody taking chances. Na wataka niwapeleke mitini nini baka watowe ransom. Mama die hard nigga don't test me. Papa na me see deadbeat. OG na me na rap East Kayol is where you gon' get me on black. Toka jumbaka chini. I'm a follow wanataka nini. Mina rapu tadani nafuata dini. Any damage huwezi kunipata mimi.
Brain damage, I'm causing panic, killing them with kindness. Yes, it's inbuilt that it's systematic. None of y'all can manage. Comes on its own. Though you think I'm lying, I didn't even plan it. Supersonic, I'm on it. Whatever the problem was, I fought it. Nataka yangu kibambe kidunge kama mishale. Nitawa 540 kama MCA ile. Nitawa murder, how am I rapa dispose them kama taka.
Watakipata pata tuko rada hapa. Old school kangoma za chaka. Pull out the chopper and wave it again. Me, I stayed in the pen, locked at the age of 10. Killing, I made it a trend. Nigga, go play with the friends. You don't wanna fuck with me, and the grave is the place I was sent. You switch as a genie, you sucker, you know that I play to win.
You see the minute that I pull up, they could tell that it's flames. Everybody trying to wave at me.
Wave at me.
Born and raised in the trap, so ain't nothing they can take from me.
Take from me.
Cause I'm a rider. Baby, I'm a rider. Cause I'm a rider.
Pulling over with my pace stack. Baby, you know I'ma set that. Long as I know where my check at, tell them boy I only take cash. Rave slow and I rave fast. They all know that they can't pass. You wanna know how I rave fast? Number one on the racetrack. Come on, chako. Lazimisha rap kuwa kipenzi. Mi mahabati mustakabari wa mapenzi. Mimi bado mkali wa kutoka zile enzi. Nipo vile mtamu sana shinda candy.
My pen bleed on the paper. I pour my heart and my soul. Exactly how I wanted, I know what I mean, cause I'm down on the road. Hold up, some of y'all need to grow up. To hell with the shit that you told us. Run over you with the tow truck. Spit venom like a cobra. Behind me is a pack of intelligent grads. Armed and ready to fight for me, cause I've been through hell and I'm back. Half of the people who listen to you can't even get what you rap about. Overhanding me the blueprint. Now I'm calling all you rappers out. Them lyrics are making no sense. It's like you're reading off a baby book. Since I'm born, I'm many tens. When fans are loving the way we cook, I'm serving the best plate. I'm here to get paid. Running the estate. I terror to all of you niggas who tell that they can't listen to your Westgate.
Evil, this for my people. Bad and bougie and evil. Finna blow up like them Beatles. Hakuna matatizo. Negro, me and you ain't equal. Songa bali na mali niko. Paka mwisho, I'ma hold this cross so punguza hizo vitisho.
Hey Petro, why you lethal? Better tell this guys to keep off. Got a problem with my ego, locking it, you can't, I'm a leap. Shit, I'm better than before. Album nigga drop it kwa MP4. Only rap on a bigger hot go na nakafunga kwa Benkiko.
They couldn't touch me, now they out here making this crazy wishes. And how the hell would you compare me to these lazy bitches? It's PETRA. I thought I told you I'm the baddest. Got them hooked on my features, now they acting up like some addicts.
Oh, you savage, but if I want it, then I can have it. Shit, I mean, I'm from the ghetto, but nigga living lavish. Shit, not for this track and your Petro, we ought to wrap it up. We don't only talk the walk, we walk it, nigga. We back it up.
The minute that I pull up, they could tell that it's flames. Everybody trying to wave at me.
Wave at me.
Born and raised in the trap, so ain't nothing they can take from me.
Take from me.
Cause I'm a rider. Baby, I'm a rider. Cause I'm a rider.
KE is the place to be. This shit is easy as ABC. I'm a rider. If you ain't ready to take the heat, I suggest that you take a seat. I'm a rider. Africa, nobody do it like we. The fact is plain and so clear to see. I'm a rider. It's the OG and Petra, baby. Combi moja noma extra crazy.
You see the minute that I pull up, they could tell that it's flames. Everybody trying to wave at me.
Wave at me.
Born and raised in a trap, so ain't nothing they can take from me.
Take from me.
Cause I'm a rider.
Rider.
Baby, I'm a rider.
Rider.
Cause I'm a rider.
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 I'm a rider.
Hey, what up? What up? This is Ruby V, and you're listening to the Uncensored Albato podcast. Keep it locked.
Hello, and wagwan from wherever you're listening me from. Welcome to another episode of the dopest, the hypest, the illest podcast when it comes to mental health and Kenyan hip-hop culture. This is the Uncensored Albato podcast with yours truly, goes without saying, Mr. Albato. And if you are a rider that I know you are, come to our Twitter, that's at the Uncensored Albato podcast. Again, the hashtag to use is the Uncensored Albato. Let's keep that vibe flowing. And while we're at it, man, I'm super dope. I'm super grateful of this episode. Listen, we had episode number 26, and this episode I did hang out with one of my favorite podcasters around the block. So, because they called me up. This was something that we organized, like, well, it was very fast, like, yo, what's up, can we do this? And they were like, yo, let's do this. And then when I went, they were like, you know what, I will host you, let's do this. Then we did vibe. They got to know me better, even more than I know myself. I think I did open up myself more to that episode. And funny thing, let me tell you this, like, this was episode number 26 for them, and also it's number 26 for me. So what we did call it is the crossover episode. And the podcast itself, the podcast that I didn't hang out with was the Syntax Era Podcast. Listen, Syntax Era Podcast are doing something great, and I did love the vibe, let me tell you this. And I think you're gonna recognize this from this, like, the vibe is super dope. I ended up loving it. Like, it was flawless, it was true, it was genuine, man. You know, like, it was super dope, yeah. And that's why I'm saying this, like, this episode is one of the dopest episodes ever. You get to know me better, more than I even know myself, yeah. And you get to know Syntax Era also podcast. So listen, fam, I want you to come to let's hang out, vibe with me for the next 1 hour, because literally that's how I'll be holding things down for you. So I started things off with Calligraph Jones featuring Petra, one perfect duo, man. Like, they killed it, man. And the track is called Rider, that played for you right here on the Uncensored Albato podcast. And if you know this, you know that my podcast is all about Kenyan hip-hop culture and mental health. And what I have to do is I have to serve you with nothing but the best when it comes to Kenyan hip-hop culture and mental health conversations. So we gotta keep it a notch higher. That's just me. I don't know if you're feeling this vibe, yo. Like, for me, it's one of it. God damn it, let me say this. Like, I'm super turned up. I'm super, yeah, man. So you'll find out some of amazing tracks over here, man, and a lot of conversations that are related to Kenyan hip-hop culture. Yeah, like, for example, damn, we got snitches in the building or in town, let me say that. I'm going to have a conversation around that. Also, there are a couple of projects that are dropping, man. Like, there's so much. I think with this time to make it clear that we need Kenyan music, and right about now we're being served a lot of it, so that we're wondering, like, what to do with it. So I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm gonna keep it, like, I'm gonna tell you everything right here. So up next I can see Raz Unique featuring Days with No Place Like Home. And after this track, but they have a question for you, because this track made us love our home, so our towns, our hoods. So I have a question after this, so listen through, keep an eye with me. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, man. Let's rock. until the top of the hour. Don't go anywhere. This is the Uncensored Alberto Podcast.
Ooh, yeah. Rush you, nigga. What's going on there? Now, Roby, you gave me my swag, yeah. I got a sauce, I'm stacking my racks till I can't chill. I won't take a loss, I'm way too familiar with winning, I can't fail. Tell me what you know about that, yeah. Tell me what you know about that. Now, Roby, you gave me my swag, yeah. I got a sauce, I'm stacking my racks till I can't chill. I won't take a loss, I'm way too familiar with winning, I can't fail. Tell me what you know about that, yeah. Tell me what you know about that. I took me a sip of the Hennessy, and this was right after they had me in toast. So how to remember me, cause truly they won't be and never me. Look how the youngest they study me, and check how my enemies buddy me. But hold up, wait, nigga, I don't want no new friends. No, I don't want no new friends, cause I already got some day ones. And I think it's too late trying to be a nigga friend, spending all of my bands on my day ones. I've been going crazy, still sticking to my lane. Everything's been the same since I came in. I'm trying to make my country proud. Let's take these other countries out. Now, Roby, you gave me my swag, yeah. I got a sauce, I'm stacking my racks till I can't chill. I won't take a loss, I'm way too familiar with winning, I can't fail. Tell me what you know about that, yeah. Tell me what you know about that. Now, Roby, you gave me my swag, yeah. I got the sauce, I'm stacking my racks till I can't chill. I won't take a loss, I'm way too familiar with winning, I can't fail. Tell me what you know about that, yeah. Tell me what you know about that.
What you know about the streets? Got no love for no police. Eating different overseas. They just wanna sweep us clean, but the city raised the king. Rose my bars to raise my cream. Born a G, it's in my gene. Put your face shit in the bean. Daily the struggle guerrilla. Work for the bread at the dinner. While I ain't stooking the dinner. Born in the city, you raised as a winner. Done with the pity. Know when we done, know it's lady. I want the max and mini. Super the grass, believe it. I'm talking facts, repeat it. No talking back to fill it. We going back to business.
Now, Roby, you gave me my swag, yeah. I got a sauce, I'm stacking my racks till I can't chill. I won't take a loss, I'm way too familiar with winning, I can't fail. Tell me what you know about that, yeah. Tell me what you know about that. Now, Roby, you gave me my swag, yeah. I got a sauce, I'm stacking my racks till I can't chill. I won't take a loss, I'm way too familiar with winning, I can't fail. Tell me what you know about that, yeah. Tell me what you know about that.
Hello fam, Obla here, and you're listening to the Uncensored Alberto Podcast. Keep it locked.
14 minutes down the clock and you already know who we are. This is the Uncensored Alberto Podcast with yours truly. Goes without saying, Mr. Alberto, holding things down for you. And I played for you Raz Unique featuring Dez with No Place Like Home. And before that I did tell you this, I'm going to ask you a question, and I think the time for the question is appropriate right about now. So the question that I wanted to ask you is, after listening to this track, what do you love about your town? For me, let me tell you this, my town gave me like the swag made me to the man that I am today. And also it brought you this particular podcast. Because listen, I didn't know what a podcast was before until CJ met this guy and he was like, yo, you're so passionate about radio, why don't you do a podcast? And he took me through the process of podcasting, right? So shouts to Byron Rose. You gotta respect that man and you gotta respect that hood. Sawa. But they catch up with Byron Rose every single Saturday on campus radio from 7 to 9 in the PM. Yeah, and the show, it's called The Lost Frequencies. Sawa. Listen, man, I told you before that we got snitches in the building. We got snitches in the fucking building. Listen, I don't know why some people got the guts to talk to the cops, and especially if you're an hip-hop MC. Like, what the fuck? Why are you talking to the cops, man? So, listen, the story is like this. If you know Breeder LW is one of the ride or dies of Calligraph Jones, and we all know what has been happening in the circle between Calligraph Jones and Octopizzo. So Breeder LW went and took a parrot, and then he said that this parrot is called ahhaha, and it being ahhaha, it used to make noise, but until now it's silent because it got no words. So Octopizzo, being the man that he is, he went, took some guys and then some cops, and then went to Breeder's place, and then things went south kind of way. See at that south, but things went south. But the question is, nigga, you are an hip-hop MC. Since when did hip-hop start associating with themselves with cops? Since when? Why are you talking to the cops, man? Nigga, stop snitching, man. Stop snitching. And I don't know if this question is appropriate. Do snitches get stitches? Naito featuring Taimwaz, and there's some Gavi coming up next with Mbona. Don't go anywhere. This is the Uncensored Alberto Podcast.
Mbona mi bado si trip, mbona nyi bado mnalip, mzaeli choma tupi, bado wanna die this trip. Mbona mi bado si trip, mbona mi bado mnalip, mzaeli choma tupi, bado wanna die this trip. Mini slum fella sela bila hela, kianzilishi wa hiki kizazi chama, fuata nyayo ya wahenga wapendwa, kitukuzwe hii ni kazi ya dedan. Twende mapema mpande ngazi, alishuka mapema, kazi na tema, sijui ya kusema lakini na trip, kuja na gavi si twende kwa seas, story na panga si pongi kwa streets, kile nafanya si easy to beat, ni aje na ito ipangi ni sweet, silali fofofo silali. Mbona mi bado si trip, mbona nyi bado mnalip, mzaeli choma tupi, bado wanna die this trip. Mbona mi bado si trip, mbona mi bado mnalip, mzai alichoma tupi, bado wanna die this trip.
Mbona mi bado si lali, na nimekula mavali, mi niko Nyeri na Bali, huwezi kunipata niko mbali. Mbona mi bado si lali, na nimekula mavali, mi niko Nyeri na Bali, huwezi kunipata niko mbali. Mbona gari yako ni ya rental, mbona unakaa kama Kendall, kwani unadhani mini mental, nimepata switch na cemento, nimi nae makabila, tuna sauce by the liter, hero risha nishika, nimewaka kastima, kini try kutisha, huwezi kunishinda, huwezi kunipita, boss hii ni kawaida, unafuata yo bima, basi toka zimzima. Mbona mi bado si lali, na nimekula mavali, mi niko Nyeri na Bali, huwezi kunipata niko mbali. Mbona mi bado si lali, na nimekula mavali, mi niko Nyeri na Bali, huwezi kunipata niko mbali.
Mbona mi sitaki joma tricks, mbona nyenye bado mna flip, fala alitaka zangu pisa, za bado sikujali kata lanes. Mbona mimi sitaki joma tricks? Mbona nyinyi bado mna flip? Fala alitaka zangu pieces, bado sikujali kata lanes. Mina sema kila semo bila tendo pengo, mina jaza nikichanga na uleme. Nimejaza bundles bila Safcom, boto zangu choma zoza mafems. Wale wasela usitaki kuhema, anza kusaka defenders. Mbona unataka manyaru na zetu ni better January December kusaka mafedha. Zindu samaki kwa sea, neko down ni nani ndani ya mess. Macho ni nyanyo nasema ni tent, kijani kipeche nataka hizo rays. Mbona mimi sitaki joma tricks? Mbona nyinyi bado mna flip? Fala alitaka zangu pieces, bado sikujali kata lanes. Mbona mimi sitaki joma tricks? Mbona nyinyi bado mna flip? Fala alitaka zangu pieces, bado sikujali kata lanes.
Yeah, I mean, how hard can it be to fucking flow? Yo, I'm so on my shit, I'm so on my bullshit. Yeah, so on my last tape, I'm so on my new shit. Did another exclusive, pencil looking like loose leaf. Attitude on who's this, attitude on boost it. The music business got me fucked up, I'm being frank like Lucas. 20 he already say that, the 30 good with a payback. The 40K for a verse, I've been a worse from way back. I'm hyped up, not laid back. He could get it in a Maybach, he could get it in a drop top. Titties pretty in a crop top. Cooking up in my crack pot. Clown niggas, I'm cracked up. How you saying I'm not the shit? Y'all better get you that nose job. Flow tight in my shit bop. Can't wait till my shit drop. I don't wanna hear some shit from a chicken guy. The bird'll be on your face, nigga, like some chicken thigh. What you talking about? You cooking, baby, and your kitchen dry. I'm back on these beats doing homicides. I'm back on my bullshit. I'm back on my ugly side. Still is no love for the other side. Still is fuck y'all, I ain't gotta lie. Still I'm the best, I ain't gotta try. Still is fuck y'all, I ain't gotta lie. Still, cause I'm so on my shit, I'm so on my bullshit. Yeah, so on my last tape, I'm so on my new shit. Did another exclusive, pencil looking like loose leaf. Attitude on who's this, attitude on deuces. The music business got me fucked up, drug business got me hyped up. You washed up and you wiped out. I tell you something that you can't doubt. I can't tell you about my whereabouts, I can't tell you what I care about. I can't tell you about her whereabouts. Nigga, I don't know what you care about. Silverstone, this is double S. I should wear it on my chest, and you know that I'm the best. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah.
Yeah, she the best. Silverstone Buzz, so on my shit, playing for you right here on the Uncensored Alberto Podcast, and this is a brand new record from the queen herself. And man, this chick, I keep on falling in love with her every single time. Sijui mbona nafollow you damn, like damn, it's too much, man.
Hey, what's up? This is Naren Quick, and you're currently listening to the Uncensored Alberto Podcast.
That's what's up. I had to let that beat iende mpaka mwisho, cause you know what, me and the queen were so inseparable. Sijui mbona, listen, I think I have a thing for these chicks who are Barbies, let me say that, cause damn, this chick like Silverstone Buzz, like she kills me every single time. I need a bad girl for myself. So listen, fam, I think it's already time that we head over to the conversation of the day that I had with Syntax Era Podcast. Listen, fam, before we head over there, make sure you go check them out on all streaming platforms. That's at Syntax Era Podcast. All social media platforms at Syntax Era Podcast. And also go check out the YouTube channel, because we did upload this conversation, a bit of the conversation, then I decided, you know what, let me do the full conversation over here, man. So go check it out, yeah, and make sure you subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, sawa. So don't go anywhere. This is the conversation.
What's up everybody, man? Karibuni kwa episode nyingine hapo ya the Syntax Era Podcast. Kwanza hii ni crossover. Ndio? Man. Ni crossover manzi. Hebu ambia machize manzi. Ni nani, you know, na represent podcast gani? Msio?
Yeah, man. I'm Alberto, and I am the host of the Uncensored Alberto Podcast. Wagwan. Yeah.
Sasa leo ni crossover manze, niko na mchizi hapa man. Tuko hii ni stuff tu tumepanga one time na ikaiva na ndo sisi hao manze, au sio?
Man.
Yeah. So from like podcast yako mnabonga juu ya nini, ndio kama kuna machizi wako hapa hivi wana relate na hiyo na that type of content will come through.
Yeah, so nipo nikibongo something.
Yo, iko fresh. Mimi machizi wangu wanasikiza ngoso vizuri sana. Yeah.
It's not some bougie or something.
Naelewa.
So my podcast is all about Kenyan hip hop culture and mental health.
For sure.
One thing about mental health is because it is something that has been part of me. Let me say that. Like I went through something, then it put me up to the knowledge of mental health as a whole subject, and then I decided, you know what, I think not even due until like I did nearly open up on the radio.
Yeah.
So until I did open up there, sikuwa nimepata a platform where you can talk about your shit and it's
but without anybody judging you.
Exactly, without anybody judging you. So I was like, God damn it, how about I bring this on the podcast? And then the Kenyan hip hop thing was somebody I was relating to. They were my mentor, and then playing a lot of Kenyan hip hop music.
Yeah.
Then coming up with me to fuse unapata like in my head I'm listening to more of the internal thing more than the external.
Yeah.
So I was like, God damn it, we got sound.
Yeah, lazima.
Then bring it together with Kenyan hip hop. Tunajua vizuri, it's not like Kenyan hip hop. Tuseme tu the hip hop culture.
Yeah.
Iko very inahitaji msi yako strong, umeelewa?
Strong in what sense?
Strong in the sense of you go through shit, keep it to yourself. Grow enda as a man, umeelewa? Kwa sababu tunajua hip hop is male dominated, one thing.
Yeah, for sure.
And then ni hardcore. So inahitaji watu wako hardcore, umeelewa?
Yeah, but acha nikushow. Not necessarily. Si lazima ukue mhard.
Yeah.
In the sense of atido ukue hip hop.
Yeah, exactly. So as in terms of si wase wengi wenye wako kwa hip hop industry, wenye wanaongelelea this shit.
Okay, sawa. Ile design yenye mtu anaweza kuwa na go through.
Yeah, exactly. Na amejekea tu
hip hop lazima
bongo. Exactly. So I wanted to open up a platform where we can relate these two issues together, considering that hip hop requires hardcore and then mental health is come bring it together. See like what's up.
So until mpaka saa hii umehost wase kadhaa.
Yeah man.
Kama nani?
The very first nilianza na in this order actually, Ruby V, who is a host of hip hop culture Homeboy Radio. Yeah. Only I think ndio msituli relate exactly the mentor. Yeah.
Sawa.
Yeah. And then number 2 tukaenda kuna boy fulani alini mentor now to starting the podcast. So one thing sikuwa najua podcast ni nini.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, until this guy told me like junior nilikuwa na phobia equipment all that shit.
Kiona cameras.
Exactly. but hata saizi tuseme I'm not my podcast is not a visual, it's audio. Okay, so nilikuwa naogopa in terms of equipments how expensive they are. Yeah man, if you're in this industry you already know like this shit is expensive. So equipments wise, so Ubo akaniambia ndio alinimenta akaniambia nini nafaa nianze nayo.
Yeah, so that's on the second episode.
Yeah, so anaitwa Byron Rose. And then from there nika host Monski. Damn it, levels man, hata sasa ndio unafanya niangalie then then nikaenda Philosophy Records, that is like na HR na Lodanod. Apparently X-Ray King ako around, so I had to do with those two. Then there's a lot coming, kuna episode iko pending, and I'm telling you it's one of the hottest episodes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So hebu ambia machizen podcast yako iko kwa platform gani? Ndawekea link hapa chini.
Oh, sawa. The podcast is available to you on hearthis.art, also on SoundCloud. SoundCloud iko na issues zake, I had to pause everything. So majorly ni Spotify, Hear This, and then recently, just last week, I made the epic move. Epic move. So nikajipata Audiomack.
Nice.
And everyone knows Audiomack is one of the best platforms that we have around. Tuliona na Octopizzo. Octopizzo aliangusha shit. Na aliangusha wapi? Exactly.
Yeah. For sure, man. Yeah. Sasa tumeongea juu ya like essence ya podcast yako. Hii stuff tunaidu aje kwanza? Tutaweka hii episode yote kwa platforms zote mbili ama unadai tufanye aje?
Tunaweka, wacha tuweke kwako kwanza. Wacha tuweke kwako kwanza.
Sasa
sawa. Nimekuja.
Alafu haina noma, pia tutapanga time.
Sawa.
Tukamio side nyingine pia tufanye mambo.
Yeah, but how is your podcast busy?
Sisi ipande nyingine manze. Tubamba ni bado. Like imekuwa routine. See record on Wednesdays. Mostly, right?
Yeah.
So unapata on Wednesdays. Tuesday kwanza washaanza kesho sangapi anipata like the whole squad kila mse anauliza kesho sangapi, like imekuwa routine. Ni kama kanisa anipata lazima wasewa hata kama tu record like you chill tu. Ni therapeutic plan anipata wasewa kama tubonge
just talk.
Unajua kilivyo unasema manzi maniga wananga place ya ku let go.
Exactly.
Like wana ku let it all out. Bonga nini na happen wapi unanipata. So before to record session ya hiyo day wase ubonga. Alafu sisi mostly tunatumia humor ku tackle sadness ya life. I swear. Cheka tu unanipata. Tumeshare place job I go through. Kile nini ilikuwa funny hapo man. Hiyo ndio tutacheka tukimove on na vitu kama hizo.
Nice.
So like ni kitu fiti. Mi kwanza sasa hiyo culture like vile kuna wase kibao wako na mapod. Like me personally na prefer hizo long conversations. Instead of like interview ya 5 minutes nini alafu ishaisha. Mimi na prefer. Nakaa down ni watch. Like mostly kuna time tumewatch continuously to podcast ya almost 3 hours na ikiisha uko like damn your stuff ni kama imekuwa fupi. Anipata like you still want more.
Funny thing nimekuwa like nikijiuliza how this conversation of 3 hours happens, kwa sababu apparently my mentor anafanya interviews from 2 hours. Unasikia anakuja kuambia I did an interview for 2 hours. I'm like 2 hours.
Acha nikuulize kitu funny. Imagine kama ningedo hii setup before come. Alafu nika vile tangu ukam mpaka saa hii. Hakuna time hakuna time tumenyamaza.
Tumekuwa tukibonga.
Exactly. So imagine kama tungerecord hiyo session. Hiyo ni interview moja mrefu. Alafu unashindwa god damn. 2 hours ulifikaje 2 hours?
2 hours aje. Man.
Unanipata? Hebu ambia wase importance ya mental health na personally wewe una feel. Kwanza acha tuambie tuanze na importance ya mental health. Juu mimi na feel ni kama hiyo ni kitu moja imelengwa sana.
Imelengwa sana, si ndio? So with mental health imekuwa, acha nikwambie, tumekuwa tukiconsider mental health like it's nothing, umeelewa? But this conversation that I had, tulikuwa tunasema if you could treat your mental as the same way ukiumwa na meno ama ukiumwa na kichwa, umeelewa? Kwa sababu literally everything goes as in starts from the head. Literally. So if your mental is low, then everything you're doing itakuwa chini pia. Umeelewa? I'm sure pia wewe kuna time umekuwa ukirecord and then umeona damn okay kuna part fanya fiti shit na umeelewa. It has all started from the mental brain, yeah. So if your brain is low, then everything stumbles, in short. So it's important such that to ensure, like, if we treat as venye mentals, if we treat the head as the same way ukimwana kichwa venye una feel, then I think tunaweza enda mbali. Yeah
manze. Alafu pia hizo the stigmas surrounding mental health man. Ni stuff zina sasa inanifurahisha cause wase wameanza like si kama kitambo. Kitambo kulikuwa na kuna vitu zingine ungesema man, unaambiwa buda toa ubabi hapa man but sasa wase wanaelewa anxiety attacks nini. Wase wanaelewa like depression na mbona yeye ukam. But sasa tukishafika point ya okay, tusha identify indo issue. Nini inafaa ku happen in regards to every specific issue. Kama msee ni bipolar tunafaa kumhandle aje, kama msee yako na depression tunafaa kumhandle aje, unanipata? Hiyo communication ndio na feel kama bado hujafikia kila mtu,
ndio ijafikia kwa sababu let's face it all. Tumekuwa, let me say this, if easy stuff zote venye hatujui kuhandle msee, ndio zina bring out the stigma behind mental health, such that naogopa ku come out juu mtani judge, hii stuff haifai kuwa hapa, si African, umeelewa, like all that shit.
Hizo ni vitu za majuu
ama ni vitu za masource.
Yo, but acha nikushow. Naweza understand mbona msee anaweza sema hiyo stuff ni za juu. Hata kuna wase wengine like wako na manoma unanipata like wako na manoma mpaka hii ati feel ka mimi ama si feel sijui aje, kwa hiyo hata sio issue.
Kwa kesi issue
kuna issues zingine kama dish, rent, sijui ni unanipata. Tena kama kwambie msee like stories on mental health, ako like okay manze mi hata point yenye niko na struggle design hata bado siwezi anza kufikiria hapo man. But still ani wasenye ukiwa show design ya kufanya kila kitu, yani like kuchill to make sure like the head kwanza iko straight. Yo wasaidia mbaya sana na feel ni kama stuff inafaa kuintroduce class 1 vile vilikuwa tunafunzwa swear
wallahi, lakini but really class 1 okay juu kuna msee fulani okay I think that's the only way to come up na a way to make these things on a same platform.
Iko normal normal
kwa sababu msee, wacha nikwambie from an experience of finally come out. Okay, the funny thing of how it came out, ilikuwa on a radio station, then walikuwa naongelea this conversation, then I have hiyo time nilikuwa offline, so I decided, because these are conversations that I've never had with anyone, nikamwacha tu let me try kwa groups. Then akukuwa na net hiyo time, so I remember very well nilidelete in some of the groups, umeelewa, the judgment issue, umeelewa, kwa sababu I know, alafu hata si I know, like after niliitwa, kwa sababu the radio host, there was this radio host who called me, and then she was like yo, we need to talk about this. So nikaenda, we talked about it, but then afterwards kuna waswali kama kubonga umeelewa, so as in unaongeza kidonda juu ya kidonda nyingine. So
sasa tuanzia personally, mimi kileo nisaidia ni tough skin, and like mimi unazani like sijui mimi msemo nyanya anaweza nikatia ni msemo nikanyaga kiatu hiyo tunaweza but unabonga ala simalize basi life iendelee unipata like mimi niko kwa mental space iko hiyo design juu unajua ile statement ya damned if you do damned if you don't unipata kama ungeji express like uambia wase mimi na feel design bado ungekuwa una safa unanipata tena ukibonga wase watabonga
obviously
unanipata so haifai kuwa pressure
ni ujitoe tu useme tu shit
like kwetu like tayari una understand hiyo shit haya kitu nyingine yenye mimi usema ndio kwa maana nakwambia shit nafaa kwa class 1 imagine life ni kama bike unanipata na sasa sisi tumeambiwa ni aje this is a bicycle and it has 2 perfect wheels hop on ride unanipata na hiyo sio reality manze ni bike yenye wheels zake haziko straight ziko crooked na shit kama hizo unanipata so wewe kama umeambiwa life ni perfect inafaa kukaa hivi na hivi na hivi ukiride along alafu una feel
kuna shit
kuna issue unaanza unashindwa ni aje but imagine kama from the get go ungeambiwa hii shit kuna place ya ufika inago hivi na hivi na hivi unanipata manze
ingekuwa change narrative mob sana
design kibao lakini sasa hiyo ni shida ya grassroots
man as in sijui itawahi kuwa overly kwa sababu
itaweza acha nikwambie wewe unaona kama itaisha like ifike point yenye
tungulo kweli okay saizi kuna tumeona watu sewa big wakikama umeelewa mse kama Buti yako na his platform where he talks about this ish and also he has a record out yenye inaongelea the same Ruby the same has a platform you can talk about all that shit nani mwingine HR did the same on mental space so as in the more I think the more venye watu wanaendelea come out the more inaendelea like hiyo stigma inaendelea kisha itakuja kuwa normal if us wote watakamuonyeshe it's very normal kabisa it's very normal I think with time kwa sababu tumekuwa tukiambiwa music reflects the society exactly so as in the point where conscious music comes in umeelewa si ati tuko na conscious music all through saa zingine tunafaa tu vibe tu naisiki umeelewa but at the same time in a 5k point where you sit down wacha nikwambie funny thing when different you are Butros inajita different when it came out the track itself nakumbuka in a movie shop so nilikuwa na play your stuff and then boy fulani akakam akaanza ni nani by this ni Buti damn mbona hii stuff ameenda hivyo like sijui like sijamzoea design umeelewa so akaza sasa Buti sijui anafanya nini bana inabo and I'm like fam like hizi ni zile vitu zenye zi happen so as in usizoe kila time ni tuko hyped up tunaongelea sijui zenye wangeozo wako na kaaje sijui nini umeelewa like sometimes tuongelee reality yenye iko kwa society umeelewa as much as pia hizi mangirls ni reality kuna reality nyingine iko behind umeelewa then yenye iko strong sana in the society that the society is so afraid to talk about umeelewa kwa sababu I feel like even coming out to this guy first of all is an issue ebu imagine ni mjamaa ameapproach Buti in that manner so ebu imagine ukimwambia I'm going through this shit
for sure nakupata
just imagine like itakuwa misunderstanding always
but kwa hivyo una feel kuna time itafika hii stuff
itafika mahali if artist wote wa come through hata si artist peke yake
effort inafaa kuwa put in
obviously kila msi kuna role nafaa kuplay na ni sisi to understand the roles that we are playing and we play that part and if we play that part then I think with time easy stuff zote zitakuwa
na sasa tumeongea juu ya music
kiasi
tu like in relation to mental health, but sasa wewe as a person who skiza what type of music na juu ndani ya Kenyan hip hop tayari kuna
ma subgenres
manzi, kuna genre kibao zenye
damn. Kuna swali fulani tulikuwa tunaulizana, is kapuka hip hop? Is gingeton hip hop?
Cause ukiangalia acha nikushoto. Let me tell you something.
Ile conversation ile ngumu ya society inaogopa ndio
Wazi personally, hii ni personal opinion. So kama uko na issue kama ni beat. Ama
ni kweli.
Manze like hivi ndio mimi na feel. Si ati easy ndio the facts ama nini. Ukiangalia structure ya hip hop, hiyo ya hook, verse, hook, verse. Nini nyingine like hiyo ni hip hop ndio iko hiyo design, unanipata? Alafu kurap, una rap nini kama si hip hop? Yeah man. Personally, sijui like nilikuwa nakuuliza, nadai kusikia nini yenye wewe usikia kwanza, like genre ama subgenre ama
sawa. Okay, tuseme ni Kenyan hip hop in general, but itakama utkai
buda cheki boga tu zizi acha nikushow mimi usema kitu moja what you saying is one thing, but what's most important about what you're saying is the intention, unanipata? So kama kile unasema ita sound hateful na intention yako si hateful buda,
sawa
iko tu sawa. Mwenye atasikia uchungu shauri yake.
So the only subgenre of hip hop yenye na feel yes to be in that space ni gengeton. Wacha niseme tu hivyo, like with gengeton
ni poetry ya sheng buda. Naelewa
skatai. The issue with gengeton kuna issue as in it's how lakini it came out to my understanding venye si uchukulia gengeton, but let me say this as in it's something that I'm trying to recap with it.
Una feel ni kama unatry kusema gengeton ni trash.
Sisema gengeton ni trash.
Najua hujasema, nasema na feel ni kama
ndio nasema
umekosa word.
Ndio nasema okay. Sijasema gengeton ni trash. Kenye nasema ni venye wana put out issues, umeelewa? They put it out very open, and gengeton imekuwa ikisikizwa with all type of kids, umeelewa? Mtoi mdogo unasikia kimba gengeton, mtoi mdogo akona miaka sijui ngapi, and then you listen to that.
Let me ask you something. Kama mtoi mdogo anaimba lyrics za nani ndio gengeton artist mwenye tunaweza sema kama Alejandro Omse Benzema. Kama mtoi anaimba lyrics za Benzema, shida ni Benzema ama paro mtoi?
Society is a whole.
Aje
ile ngo nakwambia kila mtu akona,
because like kuna Benzema hapa amesema yeye ni Alejandro na unajua content yake iko delivered for akina nani, unanipata? Mbona ilifikia mtoi? Alafu ilifikia mtoi
ndio nakwambia,
alafu tuna blame Benzema, si paro
blame Benzema. One thing Kenya nasema kila mse ako na role ya kuplay, umeelewa? The society has a way, sawa?
Unajua society ni mimi na wewe.
Society ni mimi na wewe. As in kila mtu akona role yake, umeelewa? So mimi as an artist najua nimetoa content for this certain as in for this certain age group, umeelewa? But saizi venye tunajua kila mse like ina spread, umeelewa? Mimi nikitoa hiyo song, tuseme nitoa hiyo song, and then ifikie mse ako 16 years old, umeelewa? Chances za 16 years old akuja hang out na mtu mdogo ni how many percentage of which mtu tu atakamkubump to this shit, umeelewa?
So issue ni mimi bado hujaniambia issue ni Benzema ama mtu yule.
Issue ni society. Issue ni society. Lakini ndio nakwambia hivi, ili come to my point, tulikuwa tunaulizana as in pia the other type of hip hop kuna venye wanatoa. Angalia venye Butros anatoa vitu, umeelewa? like venye anaongelea mangeos, venye alikuwa anasuguliwa, venye unaelewa,
all
that shit. As in, it's how we understand, umeelewa. Ako right kutoa Kenya alikuwa natoa, as in that is an artistic form of expression, umeelewa. Very artistic form of expression, umekubalika, umeelewa. But sisi as a society, how do we take it, umeelewa.
Sasa acha nikushow hii, unaona na get kile unasema like sisi ndo tunafaa ku digest your stuff
exactly,
according to vile artist alitoa, na tupatiane kwa the right, the intended people basically,
the intent,
but listen, like me personally, me say when Picasso is painting, don't tell him how to stroke his brush.
Exactly. Kuna msali niambia art can never be dictated. It can never.
Okay, kuna issue nyingine na art, but hiyo ni deep kiasi, but this guy, yo, unajua vile Kenyan music ilikuwa hadi wase walikuwa like people were being like, ni kama tulikuwa tumefika point yenye tunabeg wase wasikie Kenyan.
Wasikie Kenyan bas. And Gengeton imeka shift your story
vizuri sana.
Exactly. So with me
hapo tunawapea props.
Hapo tunawapatia props.
Then kiasi tu pole kwa kukata. Shule, okay, si shule. Sikiza bongo. Ama basically bongo Gengeton. Say wanaimba the same
ish
shit. Ni vile tu ini sheng unanipata, alafu ingine ni Kiswahili sanifu. But like ni the same thing. Sasa mimi nashindwa like mbona ikifika kwa wase wetu ndo tunakuwa na tu standards.
Exactly. So ndio nasema hivi. Saizi like nimejipatia a room for growth of music in intake, umeelewa. Nishajipatia hiyo room, umeelewa. So right now nasikiza almost every ish,
you ndo fit
internal, as in bora tu imetoka in this space called Kenya, bora tu imetoka hiyo space.
Na check kama mimi nilidecide like mimi si fan wa genre fulani, unanipata. Like as much as me wanna do mix za Kenyan hip hop, mimi ni fan wa creativity, unanipata. So iko reggae, kama kwanza kuna reggae fulani ya Kenya manze inaitwa Nyarudu. Buda ni vibe, unanipata. As in mimi ni fan wa creativity. Kama shit ni dope, unanipata. Hiyo kujifungia artist juu nini manze, una miss out on a lot. So time pia mimi kuna time yenye strictly nilikuwa nasikiza only hip hop, like kitu kingine nikisikia kileta whatever music, buda toa hiyo takataka hapa, unanipata. But then sahi manze kuna creativity kibao,
man like talent ina grow.
So instead of like focusing on a genre, mimi na focus on creativity. Like kama shit ni creative na ni bamba, ninaona ujanja hapo ndani, niko like damn, ni dope. That's about it, man.
So I think ndio nimeanza ku grow in that space. Ndio nimesema sitaki ku criticize Gengeton ni as in juu naelewa what
it's a shit. Una imagine acha nikushow man, like sijui vile una feel stuff, but at the end of the day Gengeton bado ni Kenyan.
Exactly.
And then that means it's part of us, whether you like it or not. And then mi feel ni kama family manze, unanipata. Uko na kuzo mwingine mwenye si chop, mwingine ni chopi, mwingine maybe uko na kuzo mwenye ako disabled, ama uko na like at the end of the day bado ni family, unanipata. Inabidi ufax nao ni wasa familia yako. So at the end of the day Gengeton ni Kenyan na alafu pia tunaipatia like tuna Gengeton inajimarket yenyewe. Kama sasa tunaongea juu ya Gengeton na hakuna msemo True.
Wallahi tala. So wewe umesema literally it's everything.
Mimi ni fan wa creativity. Kama shit yako ni dope, doesn't matter what genre. Ina facts na
wazi. Ina hivyo baby.
Manze.
So ndio it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Yes.
So time like ime
lapse.
Naelewa. But I think tutalink sasa pia tufanye idea yako, si ndio?
Ndio hiyo sasa.
Mekuwa fresh manze.
Man, it has been dope. Man, thanks for hosting me.
Karibu manze, it's a pleasure. Acha kwanza ni enjoy malise na wangu. Unaona najuanga ngoso. Sisi naongeanga shengi nini. Najua ngoso bana. There's a day we were supposed to do a full episode in English because there was a friend of ours who was listening to a podcast with friends from UK. Na sasa sisi tunaongea shengi manze hapo nini hapo chini. Wakiweka subtitles in our mix. Just Daniel algorithm ya YouTube iko na shengi.
But it all goes down to what is your audience.
Si tunaelewana.
Si tuko sawa kabisa.
Manze. Bonga na ase uwashow akam kwa page yako, usikize. Alafu tu rap.
Sawa. So on the socials, that's at the Uncensored Alberto Podcast. Again, the hashtag to use. Lazima ni mention hizi shit.
For sure.
The hashtag to use is the Uncensored Alberto. You know, they on all social media platforms except FB. Mbona nini FB sana. But FB but iso Twitter, Instagram the same, the Uncensored Alberto Podcast. And you can find the podcast on here this Audio Mac, Spotify. I'm still in the room of growth.
For sure.
So mali trafika ndio hapo
au sio?
Ndio hiyo sasa.
Manze imekuwa fresh.
Ogwan.
Ini crossover manze. Taipata pande zote.
Bidhi hujawaambia the funniest thing. Tuko episode 25.
Sisi wote manze coincidentally tuko the same number of episodes. Tunapelekana hivi
25.
Sio?
Sawa.
Manze.
Lakini I'm just like wishing you all the best.
Pia mimi manze unacheki.
Unafanya vitu fiti sana.
Nashukuru sana. Ni fiti uli reach out manze. Tufanye mambo. Make sure pia tumekaa your side to my squad.
Anytime hala. Ni scheduling to take come through.
For sure. To make sure tumekaa your area man. So guys, for the type of content tunaongea juu ya Kenyan hip hop na issues mental health, unaweza check out podcast ya Alberto hapo. Ndawekea ma links kwa description au sio?
Wagwan.
Kama manze sisi hao tuna sign out. Tutapatana next week I think. But siko sure. But next week.
Consistency baba
is key. Yo, acha tupatane next week manze.
Wagwan.
Kaboom.
Listen fam, I think you already know me from that conversation, like on a deeper level. As you I have allowed you to connect with me on that deeper level. Listen fam, you should pay me. Give me that grand man. Give me that paper. Nataka hiyo do, nataka hiyo pesa, nataka hiyo mula. Man, listen, I had a fantastic time with these guys. Like, it was so dope. Them hosting me, but I can't believe that nimefika point here naweza hostiwa levels man. Currently nishaanza kuhostiwa man. Damn. Recently somebody told me also that I can't inspire them, and I'm like, yo, it's too early for you to say that. And they were like, no, for real, like you are. So sitaki kujichocha sana. Do I brag on this shit or not? Listen, let me keep my chills over here, man. But I'm so happy for the feedback that I'm getting so far. Like, you people who are loving me, like, who are saying that I inspire you, man. Thank you very much. I think I'm gonna keep on doing what I'm gonna do, just to make sure that we are the same path. As in, I keep on inspiring you even better and better, and then people won't inspire. It goes two ways. Listen fam, this is something I'm planning. Episode number 30, we're going to hang out with me from the deepest level. Like, utakuwa hapa with me while I'm recording, so I'll be choosing randomly. These are some of the things that you should be like excited about, because listen, I don't give this chance for free. I'll be choosing it randomly. So that is something you should expect, man. Also, fam, like, I'm super grateful for this conversation. I'm super grateful for you holding things down with me until episode number 26. Like, it's been real, man. I want to keep on doing more and more and more and more. I ain't gonna stop. Check out Syntax Era Podcast on all social media platforms. On YouTube, make sure you subscribe. Also subscribe on the Uncensored Alberto Podcast on all streaming platforms. On YouTube also, just go click the subscribe button and then, listen to the other episodes that I've uploaded. So, we are going better and better and better. So that is it for episode number 26. I love with all my heart, with all my soul. This is a part where I say goodbyes that I don't ever like. But it is what it is. I have to say it, man. Hata tukue nini lazima tutasema. So goodbyes from me and my team. Shouts to Deno. Apende nikimuita Deno. Hancho, he's my producer, Shouts to you, man. Thank you very much for holding things down with me and for believing in me. To see this indio. So that is it, man. Coming up next, Scam Cardinali with Whip in a Piga Madoba. I love you. Mwah. See you, fam.
Alex, bye.
Stay different. Fuck a hater, stay beefing them. Nico get to steal in the ends. Sin and die, but I still came in a Benz. Man, I pick a side, never on the fence. Man, I attack me, never on defense. I don't give a but I were fresh. I can't bile kuko naona niko blessed. Jifanye zuzu na unafundishwa lessons. Nina makukunz wanakuja na seconds. Wanachukua njumu trao unapatiwa lesson. Nilienda Kisumu ndio nitolewe mapepo. I got my niggas in the bucket. Ukitupima tunakuzima umesikia, you bloody bastard. Real niggas wanna catch up, fake niggas want to feature. Juu ya bay wanna catch. See, I'm back in this. Niliambia ndugu zangu, you don't walk, you live. Ni wrong, Brenda thought I told you, nigga, fuck you, click. We really in the street, sickos of what's up and shit. Kila bezu wanga fitu wanga shwari. Na kuna demi yote is to wanga swahili. And if you ever see my brothers like you saw me, and for the last time, my mango, I said I'm sorry. Cause I be shuffling, hustling, misilali home. Najaribu hadi usanii, nikubali Joe. Ni kama mimi, ni kafiri, ni shamari do. Tunakushika hapa, mashati kileta maringo. She wants the wrong loving. Namuuliza baby girl kona wrong gapi. Ati anaitaka rondani. Nanukisha mpaka tachoma ubani. Your fathers and your big brothers know about me. Na ndo maana mkini dis bado spongangi. Nakumbuka nkiwa nobody. Life change squeezy buda niko sober. Nime pull up na whip napiga madoba. Tumeporora man tumeshinda tunachoma. Nikuzurura tu tunapiga makona. Nikasikia fununu kuna makara wanatusorora. Now, bro, you amuse me, but you're just a man, you're not a musician. You don't know what it takes to amuse these fans. Kukali on the gear, man, this music burns time. Hakuna vile, so the movement turns to crime. I'm not trendy, but the Louis Vuittons are fine. I'm not sure about the baby, but the girl, she mine, man, I just hustle till we all shine. I'm on the road, Missiko hiding. I know the law, I'm never abiding. I saw my family members colliding. We had to sit down and smoke cannabis. The flow lit and they love it. We only spit what we've done, G. Makosa kubwa nimefanya hizi miaka ni kukosa kupewa beat na jiganji. Ndo natuma rambi. Juni story funny na kwambia. Hii ni ya wale wameshinda kambi. Unajuliza ni nani atanikamia. Na ndo maana siushikisha na waragi. Wewe bado najichocha na mabia. Heta naoneshwaga kidole cha kati. Alafu falai unaweza ikalia. She wants the wrong loving. Namuuliza baby girl kona wrong gapi. Ati anaitaka rondani. Nanukisha mpaka tachoma ubani. Your fathers and your big brothers know about me. Na ndo maana mkini dis bado spongangi. Nakumbuka nkiwa nobody. Life change squeezy buda niko sober. Nime pull up na whip napiga madoba. Tumeporora man tumeshinda tunachoma. Nikuzurura tu tunapiga makona. Nikasikia fununu kuna makara wanatusorora.
Can't get enough of this conversation. Join me next time right here on the Uncensored Alberto Podcast. Peace out.
Campaign. Bitches, cars, champagne. Head out the roof, screaming money ain't a thing. 2020 ain't a damn thing changed.